can't get the ball in my hand. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Yarncore DIY. My name is Rhonda, and I just wanted to do another video. I'm gonna try and do at least one video a week if I can. This is all new to me, so bear with me. So today I wanted to talk about my work in project. I can never get that right. My WIPs, my work in progress or work in project. I did this last time. I don't know what it is. It's always WIPs. I don't know if the P stands for project or if the P stands for progress. Um, but all of my WIPs, I have a lot. I don't know why. I could just finish one thing, but I keep coming up with ideas. I actually have yarn right here because I want to start something new. But you're about to see why I shouldn't. Um, and a mini yarn haul that I did on Monday after work when I stopped in to Michael's to see Halloween stuff. Yeah. Halloween has always been my favorite holiday. And I'm wearing a Halloween Bucky shirt right now. And I'm so excited that I finally, at 34 years of age, figured out when they put Halloween stuff out, because I feel like for most of my life I always went around Halloween, and by then everything's already been picked over, everything's already been looked through, and it took me 34 years on this earth to realize that Halloween stuff comes out in July, the day after 4th of July or at the end of July. They start slow burning the Halloween stuff. That's your first code orange. Everything starts sneaking out. This year, Michaels has started doing Summerween, which I have never heard of, but I'm super excited about. And yeah, so I went into Michaels to try and find what they've put out for Halloween. Um, I got this cute little pink cauldron to keep my stitch markers in, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff for the Summerween line, but I naturally got distracted and went, after I was finished looking through everything, I went through the store and got to the yarn aisle. So in the back of my mind, I have been thinking, I just want a mindless project that I can work on whenever. I am not completely to the point where I can just crochet and not look. Especially with a lot of patterns that I'm learning, I have to look at the pattern, I have to count. I can't just crochet and go. There are very few things I can do that with, and basically the one thing that I can do that mindlessly is anything with a granny cluster pattern. So I like to make continuous granny square blankets, and I could just sit there and read. I could sit there and watch anime. I can watch movies, whatever we're watching at that point. I could just go and not have to think about it. I don't know why I'm doing this. My arms do not move like that, but I can just go as I'm working on a project and not have to be just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's been like a big thing for me. Is I've been so into crocheting that I've been letting other things fall behind. I started reading the Throne of Glass series, and then I started crocheting, and it's like, which one do I make time for? So I've been wanting to get more yarns that have changing colors, so I could just make blankets of different kinds of colors. And so even though I went in for Halloween stuff, always in the back of my mind, I'm going into Michael's. They have yarn. I'm gonna go look at it. I'm gonna go see if they have any sales going on. I'm going to probably walk out with at least one skein of yarn. Skein. How do you say it? Either way, I'm gonna buy something. It's guaranteed. And this time was no different because I bought yarn. So Michael's is having a clearance sale on their Caron Big Cakes. There's a big bucket. It said clearance. Let's make room for something new. And they have these. This is the color Citron Fizz. And I got 4 of them. I looked at this pattern like really quickly that they have on it, and I was like, oh, I could probably make this. And then I realized that this is a knitting pattern, so no, I cannot make this. But the pattern says it needed 4 balls, so I just got 4 and didn't think anything of it until I got home and realized that's knit. That's not what I'm going to be making. Um, but YouTuber I follow, actually that one, Alt Knots, just posted a tutorial on how to do corner to corner crochet, or C2C. So I've never done that before because it always looks super complicated, but her video looked super easy and super helpful. So I might try that and then use these with that technique and try and make a blanket from it. So I will let you know how that goes. I haven't started it yet because as you will see, I have a lot of things that I'm working on already. So yeah, we will see. Something else that I got is Halloween yarn, which I didn't even really know existed. But this just is giving, this is Loops and Threads Charisma by Michaels. And it's just giving very like Beetlejuice vibes. It's kind of thick. I don't really wear beanies, but because I live in Texas, so I don't ever feel like I have a lot of hair. It doesn't ever feel cold enough to wear beanies. I don't know, but I'm probably going to make beanies with these, maybe even some cup cozies for my coffee. We shall see. I got 2, they had 3. I am regretting not getting the last one, so who knows? Maybe I'll go back. It depends on how it works up, what it makes. I will keep you updated on this. This is another one I have not started because I have so many things going on. But with Beetlejuice coming out in September, I might just make a beanie to have. We shall see. So my first whip, this is my travel whip. My friend got me this bag for my birthday, and I have used it every day since. It is the most convenient bag. It snaps shut. The scissors don't poke through. It's great. She got it from our local yarn store, Knit Dallas, and it is fantastic. But my first work in progress, again, I don't know how that goes. My first whip, we'll just go with that, is this bag. I'm sure everyone has seen these bags. I am making one. It is like a fruit bag or a market bag. I've gotten this far. I only work on it in the car or when I'm like somewhere and I need to take something with me to use my hands. Like I like keep my hands busy. I don't work on it at home. So it could take me, I could probably do this in like 3-4 hours, but because it's only an on the move project or a not at home project, it's taking me a couple days. We'll see how it goes. I like the colors. I like the way they're working up. It is Lily Sugar and Cream. I think it's Bejeweled. I'm not sure. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Crown Jewels. Bejeweled's a different one. Crown Jewels Ombre. But really pretty. I made one in blue. Also Lily Sugar and Cream. And it's really strong. Holds a lot of stuff. So I was like, let me make another one. I need to get rid of some of this Lily Sugar and Cream anyways. So yeah. Working project number 1. My biggest work in project right now, whip. This is going to be constant, and we can make a game of how many times I mess that up. My biggest whip right now is my temperature blanket. I can do a whole video on this. This is going to be ongoing. There's a lot of ends to weave in. Actually, hold on. I'm struggling with this right now. It's just a lot. I started this. It's my first ever time making one. I've always said I wanted to make one. I never have because it is all like everyone usually starts them in January, and I was like, I'm too busy in December to like even think of making a big project like that. So I started it in March on my birthday, and it's going to be a birthday to birthday temperature blanket. This is just the middle. Like I said, there's still stuff to weave in. I'm doing highs and lows of the day. So these are the highs, the lows, and it is 3 months in, and it is huge. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I may have miscalculated the stitch count. yeah, but I can do like a monthly update on these if you want to keep track of it and see how it's going, what it's doing, that kind of thing. But this is going to be ongoing. It won't be finished until March of 2025 if I stick with it, which I'm really trying hard to do. I I was doing it every night, just doing a row, but that got tiresome. So now I do like 4 days at a time. I just make sure I document the temperatures every day and then go catch up on it before it gets too far, because anything more than 4 days can take multiple hours to finish. But I can't even get this whole thing in the screen. So whenever I do finish it, I will let you guys know. Um, you see when I traveled to the East Coast when it wasn't hot. But yeah, there's this. It's going. So this isn't really work in progress. I've already finished it. I just need to clean it up, block it, and maybe add like a thing to hang it from. It is a tapestry project, but it is a birthday present. So I can't really show it. I will show it after I have given it as a gift. I have taken pictures of it. I will post it on my Instagram and my TikTok, and I will tag the person who made the pattern. Um, but yes, it took me quite some time because I am trying out new methods of tapestry. I did it before, and I used to do it where I just carried the yarn all the way through. Um, Now I'm trying to where I just like drag it over. I tried making homemade bobbins because I'm too cheap to go buy them. That didn't really work out well because I'm not very good at it. So I might just have to go buy some bobbins. I'm also kind of lazy. That's what it is. I forget to look for bobbins when I'm at the store. And then by the time I think of it again, I'm like, they're not going to get here fast enough for me to use them for this project. I'll already be started. Because when I start a project and have an idea for it, I want to start it like right then. And if I don't have everything, I'm just going to start it anyways, and then I'll figure out where to go from there. And if I do that, then the bobbins would be too late to come in. So yeah. So this is a bag that's been laying around my house. I have all the yarns from this. So I've got like the greens, the pinks, the reds, the white. It's just in a bag that's following me around the house. Because I was working on this and now I don't know what to do with it, and I want to use the yarns for something else, but I have no idea. So I'm thinking I might just make a bunch of hats. I don't know. It's just all the leftover yarn from that. I had to get all the colors for it, and now I don't have any projects in mind with those colors. So basically entire skeins with just pinks and reds and greens. So we shall see how that goes. All right. This doesn't look like much, but I assure you it is the start of another project. It is the start of another tapestry for a show I like and the logo, which you guys will see when it's done. It's one of those things that not a lot of people watch, so I'm not going to put it out here. But I had already made one before, and then I gave it to the host of the show, and I was like, dang, I really liked that. I'm going to make another one for myself. When I made the first one, the plan was not originally to give it to the host of the show. It was to hang it in my guest room as one of my first projects. And then the host did a comedy show here in town, and I took it to try and get an autograph. And when I met him, I got a little starstruck and was like, I made this for you. And I gave it to him, and now it's gone forever. Don't know what he did with it, but I can always make another one. He was super excited about it. He said it was super cool and he loved it. So that was nice. But I've started another one for myself, and I will keep you updated on that because I've already made it. So I kind of don't want to make it again, but I want to make it again because I want one for myself. So it is taking all of my motivation to make it, and I've gotten 3 rows deep. I started it a week and a half ago, and I haven't even picked it up again because I started doing something else. But I'm not really big on doing things more than once, but I want it for myself. So I have to. I just have to make myself do it. So this is another completed project, but this completed project led to another whip. So I made this shirt. It's like a button up collared shirt. I didn't put the buttons on because my boyfriend didn't want it. But I made this shirt for my boyfriend, and with Eddie Bauer 100% adventure cotton yarn, and it is so comfortable and so soft and so nice that I was like, I want to make one for myself. As you just heard, I don't like doing things twice. So I bought all the yarn for it, and I was going to do mine in red and black, and I don't want to. So I haven't. And I probably won't ever because it took so long. This one took, granted, he's a lot bigger than me, like, just big dude. It took like 3 months of constantly working on it, not working on anything else, working on this any chance I got, on the road, in different states, on vacation, at work sometimes. Like, always, I was always working on it. Like, if I had downtime and I was on my lunch break, I was working on it, and it took 3 or 4 months. It was so long. I should have documented it. I started to, but then it took so long that I just stopped. So yeah, I'm probably not going to make another one. But now I have all this yarn, so I was like, oh cool, I'll make a swim cover up for the summer. I just can't bring myself to use this yarn because it's, even though it's so soft and so comfortable, it's so tiny. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. We shall see. Summer's almost over, so maybe I'll just make like a light shirt or a tank top or something. We shall see. Okay, so this one. This is a top-down shirt. I've never made a top-down shirt, and I wanted to test a pattern before I like committed to it. Maybe even make it with the red yarn. But I hate the yarn, so I'm never gonna finish it. I'm trying to decide, should I just frog this? It's gonna be like an off the shoulder. It's like this far. Should I just finish it? I have all this yarn. I hate this yarn. It's Caron Simply Soft. It splits. It falls off the hook. The knots don't stick. There's just so many things I hate about it. I was making a test shirt to try and just get rid of the yarn, and I cannot bring myself to finish it. So I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about just frogging it and then just having this yarn, but then what am I going to make with it? Should I just donate it? I don't know. I cannot stand this yarn. I've probably had this yarn in my stash from house to house with me for 4 years, if not longer. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. And I don't know what to do with this because I started it. I got this far. It was a travel project, but then I found a better travel project that I would actually use. So here we are. This is another project that was originally going to be a gift, but the birthday was in May. And I haven't seen this person, so I can't give them their gift. And I haven't even finished it. So I'm going to display it, and then they are a subscriber. So if they see this, this will be your gift the next time I see you. And I finish it for you, and you can have it. And yeah, so I've been trying to watch Twin Peaks again, and when I've seen the first episode like a million times because I just constantly start off with the first episode. And there is a scene where one of the characters is talking to her sister, trying to get her to cover for her as she's trying to sneak out. And on the bed, there is a pillow that says "Swell Gal," and I had to make it, so I did. I need to make the back. I have the stuffing, and then I'm going to give it to my friend who is the biggest Twin Peaks fan I know, and hopefully they like it and love it and enjoy it. So this is going to be a sweater. I've only ever made hexagon cardigans. Also making a cardigan. I've only ever made hexagon cardigans, and I will tag the pattern that I'm following in the bottom. I don't know if she has a YouTube channel, but she does have an Etsy, so I will put the pattern in the description. I started making this and instantly regretted it. I originally bought all the colors for it. I bought black and white, I bought purple, I bought neon green, and I was like, I'm just gonna make a hexagon cardigan. It's gonna be my Beetlejuice cardigan, and I'm gonna wear it when I go see the movie when it comes out in September. And then I was like, I don't really like the way the stripes look. It's not stripy enough for me, even though it is. So I started making this and was like, oh my God, that's going to be so many ends to weave in. It's going to take me forever. I never should have started this. I'm not going to finish in time for the movie. And then I just powered through and I am already this far. You guys will probably doesn't look like much now, but I am moving along a lot faster than I thought I would. So I am excited and I cannot wait to get this done. And then I will show you guys all when it's done and how it looks. And I am documenting this as much as possible, but I started it before I fully committed to having a YouTube channel. So documentation is going to be kind of bleak, but yeah, this is going to be cool. I need to block it because it's going to be stiff because of just how tight the stitches are, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. So I saw this yarn at Walmart and was like, I love those colors. I need it. Had no project in mind. So then I just started making granny squares. And I have just a bunch of granny squares. I don't know what they're going to be, but whenever I don't know what to work on, because I need more mindless projects, I guess, more don't need to pay attention projects, I make a granny square. I have this, and they are both Red Heart Super Saver, and they're both really rough and really not preferable. So maybe I'll make a tote so I don't have to feel it on my body so much. I don't know. I like the colors. I wanted it. I bought it. Now I don't know what to do with it. It's what I do. Also in this bag is I have two of these. I should have got three, but I have two, and I don't know what to do with them either. This is another situation. I liked colors. I wanted it. I bought it. I was in a local yarn store, so I wanted to support Yarnivore in San Antonio. And what do I do with it? I don't know. I'm trying to stop doing that. I'm trying to stop buying yarn without a project in mind because this isn't even all my yarn. I have yarn all over the house. I have no idea how to store it. I have no idea what to do with it because every time I see yarn storage videos, it's like yarn that is just there that nobody uses and it looks pretty, but mine is all like different shapes and stuff. I have a winder, but that doesn't a caker, but that doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I do. That's my problem. I have a yarn buying problem. This bucket, I bought this. I was gonna make a tote. I have not made the tote. I've started making the tote and then undone it, frogged it, and um, yeah, I think I need another one. So I always stop myself. But I guess I should just try and get as far as I can before I buy another one and actually see if I need another one because I just keep making myself stop. But I thought the rainbow was really pretty and it was on sale and I bought it and now here we are. This just holds like the bandanas that I make. I've tried different cottons for different bandanas. I have loops and threads cotton. Yeah. I got this at a yarn store in Arizona. Got 2 skeins of it. I might make a bucket hat. We are now on the I wanted it, I bought it, and now I don't know what to do with it tour. So these are really pretty. I wanted to support the yarn store in Arizona, in Phoenix, and I can't remember the name, but I did. And so I bought this, and I'm going to make a bucket hat probably, but who knows when I'll get around to that because as you can see, I have a lot of stuff. This was bought for me as a gift. I made a beanie out of one of these already, but I don't have one of those things that you undo hanks with. So I would need to take this to my yarn store and have them do it for me, hopefully, or buy one, but I don't really have space for one right now. I have this, and I guess I could use my boyfriend's arms and have him hold it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet because I'm not going to use it. So I'd rather keep it nice and neat for as long as possible until I'm actually going to use it. And now for the last bag. It's just velvet yarn and scrunchies. Just unwoven in scrunchies. These are super mindless too. I don't have to think about it. I can just make them. I can watch TV while I do it. They take 15 minutes, and yeah, I have a bunch of colors. This whole bag is that. I keep a hook in the pocket, and I just keep it near me somewhere in the house. So if I don't have something mindless to work on, just remember that I have just told you guys about 3 or 4 mindless projects that I have. But if I don't have something mindless to work on, I've got this, and I can work on that. And that is my last bag that I have. I have a crate of yarn underneath. I have yarn all over my desk. But that's my last bag of like whips that I have going on. So yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video. So yeah, thank you for being with me as I went through all these projects, and it's kind of eye-opening to how many things that I have started and not finished, or I have started and abandoned, or I have started and don't know what to do with, and just the yarn that I've bought in the last few months and have no plans for. So maybe I will try and finish 1 or 2 of these projects before I start something else. If you guys have any recommendations on for how to store my yarn that isn't just for looks, let me know, because I am continuously using my yarn. It's not ever just sitting there looking pretty on a shelf. I don't know how to do that. As you can see, I just have it in bags all over the house, and I feel bad for my boyfriend because it's literally everywhere. So if you guys have any tips on how to store it, let me know. Send me videos or something. But for now, I'm just going to keep it in bags, and I will work on these projects and try and use it up as much as possible and go from there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, this is Yarncore DIY. I'm Rhonda. If you watched this whole video, thanks, because this is probably a long one. Was not expecting this to be that long. I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes tops. Bye.